Hmm, hmm, hmm. Yep, we're live. Hello, everyone. This is Merritt Trainboy speaking, and welcome to my live stream of 2021 or 2021, however you want to pronounce the year that we're in. Although, despite that, it's almost over, and Christmas is coming up. So you see, originally I was planning to do this stream for this year if I ever reach 30,000 subscribers, but since I'm already running out of time and losing hope, I would have to do this now. Maybe I'll reach maybe next year, you know. So, oh, it looks like we got someone here. What do you think of 2021? The beginning of it was okay. Uh, I've been having some good times, although despite that, the fact that the pandemic was still going since last year. I was hoping that it would get a lot better this year, but everyone was still concerned about the public health concerns, and there's still a few people wearing masks. So maybe it'll get a lot better or somewhere around next year in 2022. And of course, I did what I've explained before in my update video. Uh, I would probably have less time of making videos because we were going to be traveling. So somewhere in the middle of this year, I have been traveling a lot up to the upper part of the United States, where I went to Mount Rushmore, and it was great. I had a good time seeing the four presidents of the United States, and although later this year it got pretty crappy, but I don't want to go into any more details of it because I've been getting too much PTSD, a lot of stress and whatnot. Hopefully that late next year it'll be a lot better for me. Although some other business stuff is going on, and I might and getting more business. But anyway, what else? Hey, Merritt, how how's it going? It's going okay. William Ward Rip, and hello to you too, Sal Gazin. Sorry if I keep pronouncing your name. So anyway, here's what I was going to explain of how this live stream is going to go. I was gonna bring some people, some Thomas people in, where we're gonna be talking about for like 1 or 2 hours, and I got a list here of what I would like us to talk about. Like we got where we'll be we'll be sharing our thoughts, our rants about all engines go, and some other future stuff, and like what's to come. Also, if you got any questions that you'd like to ask, feel free to do so. So anyway, let me just bring some people in. If anyone is interested, they are welcome to join in. Also, I even got some stuff that I would like to show if any of you are interested in that. So anyway, like oh, I know. If you look right there behind me, that's a Gravedigger monster truck that I did an unboxing video of. If you people have seen that video, like oh, uh I went to that Monster Jam show. That's where I got that Gravedigger truck from, and it was pretty great. Okay, it looks like we got someone on board. Hello,
Hello there.
how's it going? Oh, and he just left. Oh well, never mind then. I guess we'll wait for some other people. So as I was saying, oh, and he's back. Hello,
Hello.
how's it going?
Great.
So, waiting for some other people if they would like
Okay.
to join in.
Yeah, I see. And I really see now.
Let's see how many people are now watching. Only 3 so far. Okay, since well, since I only got a still I think I should wait for one more then we'll be ready.
Okay, that works.
So I just need one more peep. Go on. So after I'm talking with a few more people for like an hour or and a half, I'll be so that we can get started with this list I have. Anyway, let me look on the price.
Okay.
That's okay, William War War Award Rip. Anyway, if you people like, I can show you a few customs that I'm working on, and they're just right here. So be right back.
Alright, go for it.
Okay, so you see, I wanted to save these for later in this stream, but I suppose I'll show you them right now. Maybe I'll show these to someone else if they join us later. So this model, I started this this year, and here's it's this Thomas that
Awesome.
yeah, it's this custom model. I'm making this model like what he would look like if he was struggling to survive in some war.
I see.
So you can see I gave him a little bit of scuffs and scratches and a face to make him look like he is struggling to the well, I don't know, probably like a train that's battling to the end of the world.
So amazing.
Yeah, but it's going to be it's not quite finished yet. It's it's good, but it will be. I'm making a video of that of making this model, so that's just a sneak peek. And this one too is also a sneak peek. And this is supposed to be a figure.
Awesome.
So you see, this is Bob the Builder, a figure of
Yep.
Bob the Builder, and this is the 2015 redesign version.
Awesome.
And so far, if you look at his face, he's got a little bit uh, weather, I think, and he's a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow. I even gave him a little bit of detail around his vest just to highlight. And although I just wanted to give him little scuffs and scratches to make him look like if Bob was a real person. But this one too will be in a video that I'm also planning to do and still not finished. I also want to mount this onto a base.
Okay. That makes sense.
Now, here's this. Well, and you see, I showed those two. I showed that action figure in someone else's stream a while back, like several months ago, and and but those two, both the Thomas model and the Bob the Builder figure, will be in a video. So stay tuned for that video. Maybe they'll be uploaded sometime around next year. Anyway, uh, here's this body shell that I am also in the middle of making.
Oh, well, spectacular. Looks
Yep,
great.
it's a. This is a realistic Thomas the Tank Engine model 2.0. I wasn't quite happy of how the other model looked out, so I'm making this one instead
Oh,
in a different look. So hopefully it'll look a lot better than that other model that I made last year.
I see.
So far, I already gave the model uh, the gray a gray foot plate, and I already colored the how do you? It's the smoke box and the inside of the cab, and also the
Ah,
red stripes. It wasn't easy to do, although I tried to do some pinstriping, like the watercolor pinstriping. It's just not a. It's kind of tedious. It's worth it. Oh, and I also have another custom model. It's still loose on a chassis, but here it is.
ah, nice.
And this is this is like Thomas after he crashed into the station master's house. So this is mostly going to be like a railway series Thomas look.
I see.
So as you can see so far, it's all after it was painted blue. Both the smoke box, the footplate, and the inside of the cab have been painted black, and so have the outlining of the cab windows. They've been colored yellow, although the
Mm-hmm.
wheels haven't been painted. And this chassis came from a Ginty model, a Bachmann Ginty, and I've been told it was designed to fit onto a Ginty. And those two 3D prints came from Spark Shots. If some of you are familiar with him, you should go to Shapeways and you'll find his page where he has his body shells available.
Okay.
Okay, so it's fine. Try not to worry about it. Okay, well, thank you. So anyway, I'm pretty much that's everything I got to show. But I might show something else later in this stream bec- after we go down through this list. So, Mar Rice, Sonic Sun, it's just you
Well,
and me.
actually, it's Maurice Gregory. And also, son is part of my nickname.
Oh, okay. So okay then. So anyway, for this list, I would like us to share our thoughts on All Engines Go that is already on Cartoono and whatever that preschool program is, but it's supposed to be
Yeah,
part of
yeah.
Cartoon Network.
Well, yeah. Actually, I'll be watching it right now at Netflix.
Oh yeah, and it's also on Netflix. So anyway, uh, what was first off, I didn't like so as first off, as you people may remembered, Mattel has announced that Thomas was going to be given yet another change. And apparently, we ended up this change and this cartoon look. And I've already explained about that from my other live stream from last year. And I didn't like the look of how Thomas uh, was. And although and they announced that earlier this year that they were going to reboot the whole franchise completely because of this cartoon change, and I thought, oh jeez,
What's the matter?
that was my thought. They would reboot the franchise, like, and I wasn't quite impressed with it. So later, I was disappointed, and I had my fingers crossed that I wouldn't be the same, and I don't know how I would get used to it. And I did say I would boycott it. Yep, that's the cartoon of uh, of Thomas's cartoon series.
Yep, like those.
Yep, that's the Thomas with Percy from an episode. So far, I already saw the first few episodes and one of the later episodes, and I don't think I'll be watching anymore. So, first off, with my rant with those series, I don't like how the engines were just like jumping up and down the tracks, and they were like using their wheels as hands, and they're and the small engines are acting like kids and the big engines are acting like adults. I've seen reviews that where people were discussing about that, but that's just my rant. But it reminds if you I remember that back in the old days, like from a few users like a Train Lover 476 and Miss Oliver and Blossom, and also Rama Fool. If you remember those people of their series, we saw that the engines were using the buffers as hands, and kind of be sort of bizarre in some sort of way for some people. But this is just my rant on those of what of the features in All Engines Go. I just don't like the wheels were used as hands and
Yes.
jumping. What
Yep.
about you? What is your rant on All Engines Go?
Well, I like it a lot. Plus, I have to learn, new stuff like open, they return, or anything. Like, let's see. About Skip, Edward, Henry, James, even new engines, new friends.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I This is sort of my rant. A lot of people has kept complaining about how Edward and Henry looks, of course, some people don't like of how Gordon looks because, but because you know why, and of course, I don't like how Carly. I can't believe they changed Carly's form. and she's now like a crane engine in this series. And although
Hang
the
on.
yeah, also this new character so far from the trailer, the first trailer, there was like Sandy. I when I first saw, yes, that's the new character Sandy, and that's what I'm talking about. So anyway, when I first saw the very first trailer of the cartoon Thomas and Friends series, I thought, what? Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me.
You know, I
Yeah,
actually,
what were your how did you react when you saw that first trailer?
when I was sorry, I was, surprised. Excited to see what they is gonna do.
Yeah, of course, when the announcer said it's Thomas, like you've never seen him before. Well, of course we've seen him before, or but only in a different style. And it's kind of like this trailer was meant to say everyone's favorite little blue number one engine is back in an all new cartoon animated look. So anyway, of course, now onto the details. Before we go to any of the episodes, uh, they announced they explained that Thomas would be the hero in every episode. So a pretty so apparently Thomas was known as the main character in most of those episodes. So I but which I think that's pretty all right, since of course Thomas is the title character. And oh, and there's that other new character, Kana, and she's supposed to be a high-speed electric engine
Wait,
from Japan.
oh yeah, hold on.
Yes. Besides Sandy, we have another new character, Kana. Also, let me. She is supposed to be like a high-speed engine for I believe she does like passengers because with that style she would be pulling the passenger trains, uh, a high speed Kenji and Hugo, and what else? And there's other character. Yes, that's the character I was explaining about. And let's see. Oh, I probably should mention this as a special bonus. Yeah, when I first saw a few of the episodes of the series, I noticed that Gordon's voice sounded very similar to how he originally sounded from Thomas and the Magic Railroad. What do you think? Would you agree
Look,
with me with that?
yeah. Plus, it always has movies and then seasons together.
So yeah, that was quite a surprise of that. So anyway, so the first episode I saw was the first one. What was a Thomas Promise? It's about where Thomas had to take Gordon's load to the recycling center after Gordon's coupling broke, and of course Diesel took half of it. Although, and Thomas uh, Thomas went Thomas was about to go up a hill, but then his train went rolling down, and he went after it and ends up in a muddy puddle. I think that was from that trailer, but then they changed that scene. It just sort of makes sense. And let's see. There's a Thomas Goes Blast Off. If I think that's the name of it, but correct me if I'm wrong, people. It's about where the engines have to take a pieces of a rocket to Brandon Docks, where they have a launching pad there, and they have to get there in time before a big storm happens. And what
Yeah.
and there's another episode like I also first I saw a Thomas Promise, then there was that other episode, a wide delivery. Uh I saw storyboards of that, and that's where Thomas had to pull a load with Diesel since Percy was pulling a load with Nia. If there's anything funny that the only joke that I found funny in that episode would have to be the skunk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and which I thought that was kind of hilarious because Thomas and Diesel went into a tunnel and they end up seeing a skunk and like, and they were coughing right out of it. Although, as speaking of the storyboards, when I first saw the storyboards of one of the two of the episodes, which I knew they were separate, I knew there was. I felt like they were definitely going to be copying. I knew there was going to be like bizarre, like a Percy just pumped out, raised his front wheel, like me, please, Gordon, can I take it? While he was talking to Gordon and jumped on the tracks right in front of him, and Gordon accept Percy's permission.
Uh huh.
Speaking of which, they explain. I probably should explain about the details. Besides, like the engine's crews were going to be absent, and there's no storyteller. Gordon was going to be like a father figure to Thomas. Apparently, I've already heard about that, and there was also they even explained that Sodor was going to be like a playground for trains, for some reason. Also, anyway, one of the later episodes I saw was the real number one, and it's about where Thomas gets his paint, gets his number one covered up, but he just wanted to prove he is still number one while he's making a delivery to Vigor's Town. But of course, a few things kept getting in his way. Like he took the wrong way, and he had to help a few friends. And also, I'm glad, but either that, I'm glad they kept humans. They still kept the humans in that in the series. They kept the humans because you always knew that they were going to there was going to be people somewhere in on the island of Sodor because Sodor can't because a railway can't just be run without train. Oh, sorry, he's gone. And sorry if if I'm taking too much credit for you. Well, maybe. Oh, and he's back. Hello again. Sorry if I'm talking too much.
Sorry. Yep. Accidents happen.
All
My
right.
accident.
So anyway,
Continue.
what was your favorite episode from Thomas's cartoon series?
Cartoon series. What
You
kind of?
know, from All Engines Go.
Yep. I like him. See, time goes slow. Music is everywhere. Jokes on Thomas. Thomas's day off. Well, no power, no problem, and a quiet delivery.
Oh yeah, that one too. I saw where Thomas had to be quiet while taking Annie and Clarabelle to Brandon Docks. You know, uh, because Thomas is always isn't the same. Without Annie and Clarabelle when it comes when he's doing passenger service. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So anyway, uh, Also, let me think. Oh, I know. There's even that Thomas movie, Race for the Sorter Cup.
Oh yeah, that's the part when when Kenshi and the other Diesels, they even Hero.
Yeah, Hero. Yeah, Hero has returned as well. I'm hoping that some other characters might make a return as well. Like maybe Duck. I've seen pictures of it, but other people explained it that it was actually fan art. The same thing with Stanley and even Diesel 10. Who knows when Diesel 10 will end up being shown in All Engines Go?
Indeed,
Yeah,
we'll just have to figure it out.
yeah. But anyway, here's something else I wanted to explain. If you remembered that in the middle of like a few months ago, a lot of people and kids complained about Thomas's new look. Like it's funny that someone said
Like what?
someone said that Thomas looked like Dennis the Menace for some reason.
But it doesn't matter. Plus, Thomas looks what he looks. Times change. He can't be all the same.
Well, yeah, yeah, but people like, uh, yeah, it was all over the news, and kids reacted to it. They didn't like how Thomas looked, so probably that's going to be forcing the creators to go back to how Thomas is was meant to look, and that we all grew up with, and the Thomas that we all know and love for years.
That's the answer.
Yeah, and well, who knows what else Thomas and Friends will be producing for the next generation, for the next for this upcoming decade, or for the next few years. We'll have to see what the whole franchise has to offer. Anyway, let's Anyway, I think that's our rant on All Engines Go, people. Before we move on to the next part of this list, here's something else that someone else has asked about. Who dares to do an All Engines Go and my friendship is magic crossover? That was asked by Dieselworks 123 when he did his review of the series, which I think that was pretty fun. Which was a funny question, but who knows? Anyway, since that's our All Engines Go rant, moving on to the next. Let's talk about The Adventures of Thomas, the movie that was canceled before. You'd be surprised that. So, what are your? You'd be surprised that there were some pictures, hers that were shown earlier this year of what Thomas was gonna look like before they went to the final production, and later got canceled. So, what are your thoughts on those pictures?
Thoughts? Let's see. It's like a kind of the thoughts of the pictures, the wheels, or anything. Let's see. They change the old into something new.
Yeah, well, you see, you should check them out. Originally, Thomas was going to look like a realistic looking E2 tank engine with a few different differences than he actually looked from the TV series. Like, I knew the wheels were going to be black for some reason, and also he's got a dark shade of blue, and also for some reason his number one was mounted onto a nameplate instead of just painted onto him. So, so what do you think of that picture of Thomas, of how he was meant to look like Sonic? Are you there? I think something's wrong with his connection. Sorry, people, if this is getting embarrassing so far. Well, first off, I think I should show you those pictures. So let me. We are.
So repeat the question, please.
What was your thoughts on uh
Which one?
your thoughts about those of how Thomas was going to look like?
Well, I like all these. Like, let me see. Let me see. Old time, all the way. Let me see. Old times to the new times and stuff like for the past and the future ones. Wait, no, wait, yeah, yeah, it was right.
Yeah,
Of the year of how many? Let me see about like all the way. Let me see back to old times, back to the for the present one.
right. So here, let me share the screen. Yep, there we go. So check this out. Originally, Thomas was going to look something like this in the movie, which I was explaining before. So of
Really,
course he would have his lamp.
really, to use his lamp.
Yep, there's his lamp right there. And of course, I knew that the wheels were black since this is the teaser image that was made by Nitrogen Studios. And I thought that looked very interesting. And this is another picture of him at the station. And of course, his footplate is there's that classic splash of white on his footplate, which we're always used to. And I didn't think at first, I didn't think that, well, they were going to. Sorry, I don't know if you could see that. Okay, yeah, so. Sorry,
Yes, I love it so
okay,
much.
there we go. There we go. I think it's,
Wow,
sorry. So,
awesome.
what I explained before, uh, it was going to look something like this.
Ah, that looks interesting.
Yeah, so I knew that that Thomas's wheels were going to be for some
Ah,
reason black after I saw this image made by
so
Nitrogen Studios. And here, as you can see, the lamp was meant to uh,
it
be
was
there,
different.
like of course. And looking right here,
What?
his number one right here is on a nameplate instead of just painted on for some reason.
Yep, I see that. God, no more blue wheels. Try black wheels.
Yeah, if you, yeah. Also, people, but anyhow, oh, we got another member here. So great. Hello.
Okay.
We've just shared our rant about All Engines Go, and we were going to be talking about the adventures of Thomas.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you're more than welcome to share your rant about All Engines Go and your thoughts about them, Percy Engine Sailor Moon. So what is your rant?
I just think it's awful.
Yeah, I've explained it why I didn't like the wheels were used as hands. And here's someone else here. Hello.
Hi. I am James and Sailor Jupiter Fan 2001.
Hello there. Welcome to the stream.
My first time on one of your streams.
That's great. So we were about to be sharing our rant about All Engines Go, and we were moving. We already shared thoughts about Sonic and I, but you're welcome to share your rant about All Engines Go. So, with Percy, so what do you think when you saw the very first trailer of it?
Um, it was terrifying, but the only things I like about it were Neil Crone as Gordon, and that they reused a Cloverway voice actor from the Sailor Moon Cloverway dub.
Yeah, yes, I did explain that Gordon's voice sounded very similar to how he originally sounded from Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
But only in the US dub.
Right. Yes. Anyway, which episode was your favorite if you have to pick one?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try one of the ones where it, I can't pick one, but I think those trains is the new his firebox was on fire.
Oh, I see.
And it's because they called Edward and Henry those trains when it should have been. What did you just say? It's gonna hit those trains. I'm
Come on.
sorry. I'm sorry, but you got us confused with who we are and what we pull.
Yeah, how bizarre. And anyway, I did explain about I didn't like the trains. Also, I explained that the small engines are acting like kids, and the big engines acting like adults. And have I already explained about well, anyway, there's a movie coming up, you guys. It's called Race for the Soda Cup. What do you guys think when you first saw the trailer?
It's still not any better.
I agree.
Yeah. What about you, Percy?
I still don't like it. Just because
Yeah,
it's
I don't think I like it. I haven't seen it yet. Maybe I haven't seen the movie yet, but maybe I will when I get around to it.
I don't
I
think
thought
I
it was
would.
bizarre.
Yeah. His name is actually Paul Young, but his previous account was Saddle Tank Engine 65, and plus my real name is Dax Dimmer, but you can just call me Dax.
Okay. Well, anyway, so anyway, it's about if correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this is about where the Sodor engines had to work hard to win that Sodor Cup against the visiting engines.
The engines from the mainland.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Although I didn't like. I explained it earlier while I was talking to Sonic over here. Uh,
Actually, it's voice friendly.
yes, that people, people and kids reacted that they didn't like Thomas's new cartoon look from that cartoon series, and it's funny. Someone said, somebody said Thomas looked like Dennis the Menace.
Yeah. So down with Mattel. Take this down and make it into an anime style cartoon.
Yeah, they they're forcing so apparently boycotting the show might be seen to be working. They'll be forcing Mattel to go back to how Thomas and Friends was originally meant to be known as, and the Thomas that we've all grown to know and love. So hopefully, after that series dies down, we'll get back to that sort of feature that we all know how Thomas is meant to be known as. So anyway, on to this next part of this list, which I was on while before you two guys came in. It's about the canceled movie, The Adventures of Thomas. You'd be surprised that what they had showed earlier this year, that Thomas was going to look sort of different in the movie before they made some more changes.
That well, he would look more realistic to his class, which was apparently scrapped due to low fuel capacity.
Well, yes, exactly. So, so here, check this out. When I share a screen to it.
is so one of my quotes is to never scrap any engines, including steam, diesel, or electric. It's wrong.
Yes.
Mhm.
So here it is. If you could see it.
Maybe that's what Thomas should look like in the new cartoon.
Yeah, sort of. As for somehow.
But but keep his sky blue. Keep his sky blue and not that.
Well, yes. So you see, guys. Originally, while they were in the middle of the making of the movie, Thomas was going to look something like this, as a realistic E2 tank engine, where he a dark blue shade with the black wheels, because I knew that there's got to be a reason why he has black wheels, since because of this nitrogen picture. And also for some reason, his number one was gonna be on a number plate instead of just on that.
I honestly never noticed this. Why did you do that?
Trainboy 11 says, "Hey, Merritt Trainboy."
Oh, hey there, hey there.
Hey, Merritt Trainboy, what's up, man?
Good. We just shared our rant about All Engines Go, and we were talking about the canceled movie, The Adventures of Thomas. Oh, and he's back again.
Oh, yeah.
Plus,
Yeah, well, I hate All Engines Go as well. Well, I've been making an alternate universe in my videos so far, sort of crossover.
Oh,
And
that's interesting.
yeah, where other characters from other shows help Thomas and his friends return sort of to normal. And if you wonder if is this series canon? No, it's not.
yeah, we should have an All Engines Go episode where Lady turns everything back to normal, the way it should be.
Yeah, well, speaking of Lady, she was one of those characters that I would love to see return to the Thomas and Friends community. Like maybe probably for a special movie, or maybe some kind of a special episode. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I also have a good friend, Daniel Wells, BaseCube95. He was the first YouTuber I spoke to.
Okay. So anyway, continuing with the Adventures of Thomas, the story about this movie was about a boy who goes to the island of Sodor. It was going to take place in it was going to take place in World War II in London, and a boy goes to the island of Sodor, where his father has been to as a child but cannot remember. And during his visit, there was some kind of a bonding experience, as well as a steam engine versus diesel engine conversation.
And apparently, Diesel is going to be the only diesel engine in that movie as a villain.
Oh, really? Diesel 10? Diesel?
Yeah.
Or Diesel?
And just Diesel, I think he would be the only diesel engine in that.
Oh, well.
Yes. Too bad it was canceled, though.
Yeah.
I don't know which train to Sodor it would go as, either from the Silver Jubilee, the Royal Scot, or the Coronation Scot.
Yeah, and the only two new characters that we know that were going to be featured in this movie were a boy and his dad.
Using English accents.
Yes.
Yeah.
And although the details I explained, if the creators ever plan to make if they ever plan to make The Adventures of Thomas after all, then they'll probably never use the 2010 script that the movie originally had.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And if you're wondering, what does Daniel's persona look like? This is what he looks like.
Oh, wow.
He's a fox, and he's the manager of the Fox Railway.
I see.
Yeah, my friend Daniel has been very close, but right now he's needing some space right now, and hopefully one day I can talk with him. And my friend Sabretooth is on a trip to Texas, and it just snowed out earlier, and I have been getting settled into my new house so far. But I also like Bakugan as well. And if you guys wonder what Bakugan would look like, well, one of my characters, Drago, which is my favorite, I decided to base him off of a Texas State Railroad 280 consolidation.
Oh.
Oh,
Hmm.
so
Awesome.
also, Merritt, I have been to Colorado a lot of times, but I never saw you.
Yeah, I guess we were just don't have time to meet each other.
But however, I live in the state next to you, that being Kansas, my home in Andover.
Ah, nice.
Wait, so there's two Andovers, one in America and one in the U.S. One in America and one in the U.K.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, the town Andover in the UK is where my friend Daniel lives.
There's also an Andover in California.
Right.
Yeah. Have you guys heard of this musical known as Starlight Express?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I made a poster. Well, I made a poster of. Well, I made a poster of it, and so far I made the first episode. And in my series, Greaseball was not the main antagonist. CB is.
Oh, okay.
And these were originally made by TB7 and before, and I don't own these original, and the artwork belongs to the rightful owners, and that means I don't own them, not
Yes,
me.
that's
I
that's
see.
what I've been posting in the disclaimer of each video since 2015. Note all rights go to their own rightful owners. I owe nothing.
Yeah, and yeah, right here is my favorite locomotive, which is Big Boy 4014, aka Bruce.
It has Murdoch's face.
Yeah, I decided that Murdoch's face would fit Bruce.
I see.
What I believe the Starlight Express should be is, I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay. Yeah, and this is Greaseball and Rusty in my style.
I thought it was gonna be this locomotive with Sailor Moon.
Yeah, but this is a different. It's a musical live show.
An American steam engine in the colors of Sailor Moon.
Yeah, well, you thought it was going to be that, but this one is much different.
Well, thanks for sharing us that.
Yeah, for me.
Yeah, well, my actual name is Nicholas, and that's my real name of my original character.
Okay.
And basically, my original character is Thomas, but I have the number 11.
Okay.
I don't know if I would design myself as a Thomas character, since my real name is Dax, but I think I should be one of those from the Baldwin Locomotive Works.
Oh, wow.
Well, nice.
That's one of my original characters. That's Clinchfield, which is Frisco 1513 in my universe, along with his two sisters, Sabrina and Jessica, and I made my own train series, which is Rails of the Clinchfield Howland Valley Railroad. And if you're wondering what they look like in sprite form, this is what they are. Clinchfield is the male, and Sabrina and Jessica are the two sisters. Sabrina has pink makeup underneath her eyes.
Okay.
So they're based off the Clinchfield 311.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, I use Train Driver 2 for my series.
Okay, great. Anyway, so on to the next part of this list I have. What they have announced early last year, they're planning to make a new Thomas and Friends movie that's going to be released in theaters everywhere since Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
It's not going to be All Engines Go, is it?
No, not really. But it's they said it. I remembered last time I read it was going to be released sometime alongside with that series.
Alongside Race for the Sodor Cup.
But no, this is a different Thomas movie that we're talking about. It's going to be released in theaters everywhere by this guy called Mark, the director.
Yeah. Hopefully they should use
It was the same director who directed the movie Christopher Robin.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be CGI or in real life. I don't know.
Well, seems going to be in a mixed. I'm guessing it's going to be like in a hybrid live action animated look.
They should use Thomas in his realistic form, like what he was really like Thomas's real basis, the real E2s.
Yeah, but there's no E2 tank engines left.
Yeah, well, apparently Thomas has been marked known as the only E2
that's useful.
That's useful. So anyway, so that's going to be like great news because that's going to be like the second Thomas and Friends movie to be released in theaters everywhere. But as for the Adventures of Thomas, that movie was going to be the second Thomas movie to be in theaters, but sadly it got canceled. Although, let's hope that this movie doesn't end up like that.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, and also, I saw that Trains video of Timothy Merritt. That was amazing.
Yeah.
In my universe, Timothy had been brought back to life and been given another chance of life, and now works with his brother Thomas. And Timothy's evil side, Timothy EXE, which is Timothy's demons, is wanting to get rid of Thomas and Timothy for Thomas getting him out of Timothy's system.
Well, anyway, going back to the Adventures of Thomas for a little bit, the movie was going to be made in a hybrid live action and CGI look, where they would have live action for the humans and CGI for everything else. So maybe in this theatrical Thomas movie, we'll have live action for the humans and CGI for everything else. So what you got there, Percy and Sailor Moon?
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
That's the guy who was going to be directing that movie. Mark
wow.
Foster.
I see.
German Swiss. Born in Bavaria.
Yes.
That is cool.
You said it.
Anyways, guys, my next Soda File crossover ads has been up, and as you can see here, Thomas and Harold survived the explosion somehow, and Big One and his other friends are helping out looking for survivors.
Okay.
I see.
Yeah, and in this confront, so Topham Hatt kills Bob the Cucumber, which is apparently from a show known as Drawn Together, and I didn't like it. And in one video, I was enraged of those two fakers impersonating the show that I like, VeggieTales, and they helped me understand what Jesus is about. And I punched them. And in the sort of Fallout series, Bob the Cucumber was shot by Sir Topham Hatt and killed. And as you can see, his eyes were all white after he got shot.
And apparently
sounds like a creepypasta.
Sounded like Bob and Larry switched their names.
And Drawn Together. I really I don't approve of the foul language in Drawn Together. And
when you mentioned VeggieTales, in the episode of Snoodle's Tale, the sound effects used for the Snoodle Tower were the squeaking from Squeak, Rattle, and Roll, Murdoch's whistle, and then Sir Handel's whistle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay. Now then, so going back to this conversation with the planned Thomas movie, they said that we don't know the story. We don't know the story of it, but they said that the story will be told in an unexpected and modern way.
Well, that's very interesting, Merritt. Well, I'm looking for voice actors to voice in my videos. Well, maybe you can be in my voice in my series if that's okay with you, Merritt.
Maybe. So anyway, I think we got all that. We already shared our thoughts about All Engines Go, The Adventures of Thomas, the canceled movie, and this other upcoming Thomas movie that will be hitting in theaters everywhere. Hopefully that it doesn't end up like The Adventures of Thomas.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's based on the Railway series by the Reverend W. Audrey, just the main franchise that we've all grown up with. Also, so here's something that's pretty interesting and exciting. They've announced that Wooden Railway, Thomas and Friends Wooden Railway, is going to be making a return.
Yeah, I saw that.
Same here.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah, well, I
like,
have the older style Wooden Railway, Thomas. I prefer that, but I'm happy that Thomas Wooden Railway is returning, though. But about the faces, they should always be smiling, though. I don't know why they would change their face expressions or something.
Yeah. I think those type of different faces are meant to be for sets or packs, maybe. That's what I'm hoping, because we're used to seeing the engines smiling, happy faces.
Mhm.
So you see, at first when I heard that Thomas and Friends Wood was getting discontinued, I was it made me wonder that hope that the engines will be around under a different name, and I was right. Those wooden Thomas trains were going to be released under a different name, and it's Wooden Railway. So it's a Wooden Railway return.
A miracle.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. Well,
Stupendous.
about the small parts at the ends of the wheels, though, I believe that's what holds the axle in place. Well, I
Yeah.
like the old style wheels.
yeah, I'm more used to those old style wheels, because we now have these big flat looking wheels that have printed railroad wheels on them.
Yeah, I like the old Thomas.
Oh, also, you're gonna be you'll be sort of surprised that of how differently that some of the engines were given a very much major change to the line. Like Gordon, for example.
He and Rebecca are missing their trailing wheels, and Heroes is a 460.
Yeah, I thought that.
Oh
that
my
was,
gosh.
That's a mistake they need to fix.
Yeah, Hero is a 282 Mikado.
And why the tender still have 4 wheels instead of 6 or 8?
Yeah, so yeah, here's an example of Gordon. If you could see here.
Oh, he does have 6 wheels. But
Yeah,
he's
well, I
missing...
think there should be back wheels
Yeah, I
behind
see
him.
it.
Yeah, but I guess there's just not enough room.
Exactly.
Although
God.
this sort of
Plus,
reminds.
I love it.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of some of the images, some edit images I've seen quite a very long time ago. So, and here's a Hero, and the
Why
same
does
thing.
he have... Why does he not
Awesome.
have 8 tender wheels?
I suppose the same thing with Gordon, not enough room. And here's Rebecca.
Still, why does she have 4 instead of 8? Still not enough room.
Gosh.
My
Yeah,
goodness.
no kidding. Oh, and
Amazing.
also
They have Edward.
James,
James. Yep.
Why 4 tender wheels instead of 6?
obviously.
This is what I was explaining about. Want to explain about. Some of the engines have gone longer, like James, for an example.
And some of them are missing a few things.
Yes, and here's Edward. And
He has the correct configuration this time.
yes. And here's, of course, the number 1 tank engine, Thomas. And if you look closely, you'll notice a bit of details have also been added. Besides that,
Awesome.
they've already gave him back the rounded dome, like
Yeah.
like all engines do.
The rivets.
Yes. And and here's Nia.
Why
Guys.
does she not have her trailing wheels?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's sort of the
Please
question.
explain.
So we got Annie and Clarabelle. What
Cool.
else? Oh, and here's the set. Here's one of the sets. This is a figure 8 set.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, that brings me... And there's a new Tin Machettes.
Yep.
Why is
Awesome.
it should have 10 berths instead of 5.
Yeah, well, probably 6 or 7 berths. But although they're also including these track adapters to the Thomas Wood line. And here, this promo, this is kind of like brings me back to the old days of the Wooden Railway, the original range.
Love it.
So far, Diesel's the only diesel engine that's being released.
Yes, that is correct.
Indeed.
So, what are your thoughts on some of the sets so far?
They look good.
In my opinion, they're good.
Yeah, and what about the details? We've already discussed about that, right?
They're really good,
Exactly.
in my opinion, but the
I
wheel
already
configuration should be fixed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
yeah. Hopefully,
Exactly.
hopefully we'll see the engines with their happy faces and not just in different expressions. Maybe, hopefully, in packs or sets.
My
Or
opinion,
better yet, give them interchangeable faces.
Yes, although I'm just glad that they don't look like the All Engines Go characters.
Yeah.
in my opinion, the specs are alright. The details are okay.
Yeah, and to be honest with you guys, if any of my Trains Driver 2 new content would not work and get an error, this is what I would feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, this is
Yeah,
Rick and
indeed.
Morty.
Yeah,
I never liked
yeah. If you people have seen that my reaction video on Daily Motion, I explained what I was like. Somebody, please put me out of my misery. I can't stand it anymore. And I just felt like Mattel's ruined my childhood after I saw that trailer of it. Anyway.
Well, to be honest, I hope Mattel would fix everything and change it back to CGI. I prefer the CGI.
Yeah, I prefer more like of Thomas seeing a 3D in a 3D form.
Yeah, and to be honest, I saw 3D effects in All Engines Go. I mean,
Really?
Mattel isn't doing squat on 2D.
Yeah, we see there was squat moments like I guess I don't know why Mattel has decided to do this change. Probably kids these days just like to want to see trains like jumping up and down the tracks and see them flying into the air.
I mean, why would they even have to do that? Engines don't fly or move their wheels around. I mean, dude.
Yeah, why would they have to make Thomas and Friends do it?
That sounds more like Disney.
Yeah, and that reminds me of Dennis the Menace, and a lot of people have been saying that in the news.
Yeah,
that made Thomas and Friends look like it was owned by Disney.
Yes.
Yeah, and My Little Pony confirmed.
Yeah. Anyway, there's one thing I forgot to mention about. The animation didn't look so bad, but it kind of reminds me of some of the other animation cartoons that we have seen over the years, like the Angry Birds cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what does the animation reminded you guys about?
Well, I saw that movie. I saw the Angry Birds movie. It's really good.
Yeah,
the animation is well made.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Angry Birds cartoon.
Oh yeah, the cartoons. Yeah, they're really good.
Like,
exactly.
They're
sort of similar to My Little Pony, and some other kids cartoon.
Kind of. It's kind of similar, I guess. But I also made a movie of my own series, which is The Secrets of the Dragons, where Thomas and his friends protect the dragon scroll from the villains. And Richard Smart's villains are his original characters, and I have them in my videos. And my friend Dominic Rossi had voiced as Percy.
Wow, that's kind of bizarre.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Percy and Sailor Moon Fan 2002 left.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
He just left. So anyway, who else will join? Who knows? Anyway, I think the last we have some other miscellaneous stuff in the future. I suppose we can talk about. So I think there's I know. There's this new Disney Pixar series called Cars on the Road. You'd be surprised that there's some artwork pictures of the episodes that's coming. If you have saw them, there's Lightning and Mater are joined by this heavy metal group, which seem to kind of armed.
Oh, Monsters at Work, I've heard of that, and you can faintly hear Spencer's whistle near the end of the trailer.
Oh, really?
What?
Anyway, seriously?
You saying?
I had never even heard a whistle. And do other TV show productions often use other whistles from other shows sometimes?
Like,
Well, yes.
Spen-
Well, yes. Like they have every season. Well, every season and movie they have same whistles, but also at Always Just Go they have different whistles.
Yeah.
Like lights
So
change.
yeah. So check this out. This is how the original. This is how this artwork is gonna look.
Oh
How
my
does-
gosh, this is really giving me Mad Max vibes.
Yeah.
hopefully, they should have Owen Wilson and Larry the Cable Guy recast.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
believe so.
Let's
Yeah.
hope that. And here's a picture of Lightning McQueen being chased by a monster truck. It looks like.
Ah, that
Well,
makes
I
sense.
hope he still has the same number and his racing stickers.
Yes. Pretty sure about that too. Anyhow, here's something else that's pretty interesting. If you there's this other movie that's coming up besides like Turning Red.
Oh yeah, I
And-
saw that trailer.
Yep.
I saw it in theaters when I went to see the Clifford the Big Red Dog movie last night.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yup.
Maybe
Absolutely.
we'll share our thoughts on that movie. And there's also another Pixar movie which I'll be looking forward to, Lightyear.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, so it's if you they explained that when they were making the very first Toy Story movie, they've designed Buzz Lightyear where he was a toy based on a character from some epic blockbuster movie. And they decided all these years later, it's time to make that movie happen. So you
Oh
see
wow,
this
that's very cool.
So this movie is going to be about the origin story of the actual man himself, Buzz Lightyear, where he was a young test pilot and how he became the most iconic epic space ranger though that we've all grown to know today.
What if they did? What
Well,
if they
well
did
also
the same?
speaking of Space Rangers, I make my own series which is Big One Shorts or the Adventures of Big One, where Big One, Union Pacific 4001, who was scrapped and returned as G8001. And he works for the series platoon for the Galaxy Railways. You heard about that series, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they put an American locomotive on Japanese railways. That'd be too large.
Yeah, but still, that anime is really good.
Okay, so anyway, speaking of now then, I think I would like to before we go into any more details, I think I would like to share our thoughts about this recent movie, which of course you've already mentioned, Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Oh, yeah, Merritt.
Oh, yeah.
I went to see
Yeah,
it in
I read some of
theaters.
those books back then
Yeah,
when I was a kid.
I
Same
saw
here.
that movie yesterday.
That's amazing.
Me too. I actually saw it in theaters at the East Regal Warren with one of my first subscribers who was in the same town as me, Trevor Davis. I
Wow.
suggest you go check out his channel.
I will do. So anyway, so first off, I thought that the movie was great. I seen Clifford in live action form. I enjoyed the storybooks and even the television series when I was a kid. It was, I thought it was great. The movie, first off, where Clifford was was abandoned as a puppy, but then he was rescued by this animal rescuer, and then and then Clifford went to live with Emily Elizabeth. And what, first off, what did you guys think of the movie?
Well,
It
in my
was,
opinion, that movie is going to be good when it first came out, and it
yeah.
did.
Exactly.
Here, the only problems I have with it are Clifford never got a speaking role. There, they didn't use the live action cartoon designs. The same goes for T-Bone, and they didn't add in Cleo.
That's the answer.
Yeah, well, yeah, I
Yeah,
knew there was a dog. I knew that small dog, for some reason, was named T-Bone, despite the fact he was chewing on a T-bone. Although,
I think that's where he got his name from.
I think the most bizarre in that scene, I think one of the most bizarre scenes is that when Emily wakes up from that and freaked out when she saw Clifford so huge.
Like his
I
size.
think
but how?
Yeah.
I don't even know how he grown to be so huge. How?
How? Probably,
I think
I think it was love.
Or her tear, her set, wait, a minute, her
I
sadness,
think
Yeah.
perhaps.
whoever played Casey should be one of the mainland engines, using his English accent. However, Emily's the actors who played Emily's mom should do Madge, and John Cleese in it should be Proteus the Magical Engine.
Okay. So, anyway, going back to Clifford the dog. If my favorite scene from that movie would have to be the one where Clifford races into the park and chasing after that ball that had that guy inside.
And they used a hose effect as well.
Yeah, and
An
speaking of
invisible
dogs,
hose.
guys, my family has our own dog. It's a golden retriever, and his name is Bentley.
Ah. So,
I see.
what was your favorite scene from that movie?
I liked the scene of Emily showing how special Clifford really is, and I also had the world flag such as France, Ireland, Italy, Hungary, Russia, Germany, USA, and UK.
Okay, and what about you, Trainboy 11?
Well, I never saw any of the scenes yet, but
Oh, you haven't seen the movie yet.
yeah. Well, I also made a lot of other original characters like Parker, the Night Hauler of Cheyenne, Wyoming, and Oswald, the loyal, powerful ghost big boy. And I have been supporting other YouTubers have been harassed and pranked. Well, one of my friends, Michael, the South Jersey Rail fan, he has been pranked that the New Jersey Transit was gonna go bankrupt, but it didn't.
Oh,
I mean, I had to. My mom told me there's a lot of bad people out there, and that's true.
Yeah,
okay.
I also forgot they had also the flag of Greece.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And what about you, Morgan Sonic Son? What are your thoughts
Maurice.
on Clifford the Big Red Dog movie?
Well, every old time I was trying to watch. Let me see. Uh, about let's- how about when old time I was watching the seasons and the movie. Well, also old movie and like also new movie
Uh,
together.
the movie. We're talking about Clifford the movie.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Plus, I always know him. Let me see.
What are your thoughts on the movie?
You know, like let me see his size. Let me see. He girl's best friend. But he want to visit. Let me see in school.
Yeah,
Yup.
Lucy. And of course, there was even this high tech company that was going after Clifford because they said that Clifford came from that company somehow and has escaped from there.
Hmm. So, uh, if Clifford would get a speaking role, then he should be voiced by Michael Brandon. Well, if
Probably.
if T-Bone got one, I don't. Then he should sound like Pumbaa from The Lion King.
Yeah, if well, I didn't mind he did make some. Well, Clifford did make some dog noises, which was pretty okay. I didn't mind the fact that he didn't even talk, but he did say bark.
That's the only thing he did.
Yeah, and the one scene that I found pretty sad, it was that they had to send Clifford away.
To
Uh,
China.
yes, and had him sent away. But later, they found out that Clifford has been taken to the company after he has been tagged.
Yeah. I prefer Japan over China.
Yeah, to be honest, and also Merritt Trainboy, subscribe to your channel because you make videos just like I do, and you do amazing work.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
I'm also gonna get some other Thomas stuff on Christmas. Well, the Toby model that I had, it kind of broke down on me, so I'm gonna get a new one on Christmas, but that's gonna come soon. Well, I also have other friends like P. Hernandez and many others. You should really talk to them. Well, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll be heading off now. And I hope you'll leave comments on my videos if you can, Merritt Trainboy.
Yeah, will do. I'll get around to reading those, checking out those videos when I have the time.
I'll see you later, Merritt Trainboy.
Yep,
Keep on
good.
steaming, my friend.
Yep, good luck.
Thanks. See ya.
Bye. Okay, so anyway, the drawings that the pictures that were in the end credits, I thought they were nice.
However, I didn't recognize any of the voice actors, but Trevor recognized one, John Cleese.
Wow. What are your thoughts, Sonic Sun, about the end credits, the pictures that were seen at the end credits?
Mori Sonic Son, you're muted.
Hello, you're muted.
Yes,
That's
what you
what I
trying to
said.
say?
What are your thoughts on those pictures, the drawings that were seen in the end credits?
Let's see about. Let me see. Well, I also love it, but each character of the face or something.
Yeah, although I think it kind of reminds me of the ending credits from Peter Rabbit.
Oh yeah, that's the answer.
Oh, they even had I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles in that movie.
Yes, I've seen that movie. Yeah, I saw the Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway, in theaters on Father's Day when we went to see it. It was pretty great, and it was funny too.
I see.
When is Percy and Sailor Moon to the Fan 2002 gonna return?
I don't know. I'm not really sure exactly. Anyway, going back to Clifford for a moment, someone says, "I remembered Clifford the dog when I was a kid." I sure remembered that too, and it had some good times.
Just like
Okay, looks like
so,
you
yeah, it's
left.
just like you and me tonight.
Well, I guess so. Anyway, I think I'm gonna have to wrap this stream up because I think I've already talked quite enough on this stream. But if you like, I can show you what I was showing him earlier.
What was it?
This,
It's the reboot Bob the Builder.
yeah, this is a figure of Bob the Builder in the 2015. I've showed this to one of the guys earlier in this stream. I plan to make what would Bob look like if he was struggling to finish a massive building project. So far, I gave him a little bit of a grody on his face, like a 5 o'clock shadow.
He clearly looks like someone cosplaying as himself. And why
Yeah,
does he look young? Really, it looks like he's 15.
I don't know. It's I don't know, but anyway, this next model here.
is a fan-made Bachman Thomas.
Yes, this is Thomas of how he would look like if he was fighting in some cosmetic event.
In World War II or World War One.
World War II, yes, that's correct. It's not exactly finished yet. And these two here that I have, this body shell, this is a
realistic E2
of Thomas the Tank Engine. This is a 2.0 model. I wasn't quite happy of how the other model that I made last year looked, so I'm making a new one. And this other model here, this is another Thomas engine,
Yeah.
but this is going to
the
be
Mark II.
yeah, this is Thomas's Mark II model, and this is going to be like his Rally Series model. But I guess we can call this a Thomas 2.0 model of how Thomas looked like after his incident with the station master's house.
So, will you paint his wheels?
Yes, I'm planning to do that. Okay, so I think that's pretty much that we got for tonight. So thanks for joining me here, James Sailor Jupiter Fan 2001.
Though my real name is Dax.
Dax, thanks for joining me on this stream of this year. Had a good time, as well as the other guys with you.
Well, that would be that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Well, I hope I'll see you again sometime
I'll see
on
you
another stream.
I'll see you when the next. Just notify me when the next stream is.
Sure. Pretty much. There'll be another stream coming up soon. Maybe on my gaming channel, Merritt Trainboy.
And
Trainboy
this,
Gaming.
Yep, guys. This is James and Sailor Jupiter Fan saying, "Auf Wiedersehen."
Thank you very much. Bye. Okay. That went a little bit crazy than I've expected to be. Hopefully, it went okay for you people. Before I wrap this stream up, I think I could. I think I would like to show you this little drawing that I did recently on a piece of paper. This is only for sketch drawings. So you see, this is just a little sketch of Thomas puffing down the tracks in a backside view in some sort of way. So what do you guys think? Okay, and I think that's pretty much I got to do for this live stream for this year, since I did plan it for this year. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for some more content that I've planned to make. Sorry about the cough. And also stay tuned for this other live stream that I'm also that I felt like doing next on my gaming channel, and you'll find it at on Merritt Trainboy Gaming. That's the name of my gaming channel, and I'll be there and I'll see you in probably in an hour or less. But I got an idea for that one, so I'll meet you there and in about an hour or so. Again, thank you for watching, and again, stay tuned for some more content that I'm planning to make. So that's I don't know what else to say. I guess I'm done. So after there we go. Here it's saying I want to thank you for watching. this live stream. Sorry if I've been stuttering quite a bit of what to say. But anyway, hopefully those other content will be great. So I'll see you next time. So thanks for watching, everyone. This is Merritt Trainboy signing off.